So here I am again. I'm quite, mad about what's transpired nowadays, but still, the show must go on, as they say, but not really, because I'm doing it mainly for myself, not for the pleasure of the viewer. Hence, the surroundings. Anyway, if you want to stay and chat, here I am. You're welcome in the comments section. This is more like a diary to me. So, what I wanted to talk about is my gaming journey, of course, what I've played recently, and today's topic of the day is Yakuza Kiwami 2, of course. Yakuza Kiwami 2 is the game that followed Yakuza 6, I believe, and therefore it is a natural refinement of then introduced Dragon Engine. Therefore, game looks and plays much more stylishly and beautiful than it did before, like Yakuza Kiwami 1, for example, or Yakuza 0. If you've seen the videos on my channel, you know that I mainly enjoy Yakuza series. I bought this game specifically about 3 to 4 years ago. I couldn't finish it due to my some personal, business. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I dropped it after 19 hours into it. But what I played, I mainly enjoyed. And now, thankfully, I have gotten an opportunity to finish what I started. But of course, I started over, especially since the last year they have re released Kiwami 2. They have given me a new version of the game via Steam, and it has some new graphical tune-ups. It doesn't have like there is this like blue filter on the game. At least I really remember that it was like that. Felt that the whole game really tries to be blue. Now it is pretty good, but I don't know if it is an issue with NVIDIA additional settings. There are some new technologies. I don't remember exactly which are that can further improve on the game's engine, the graphic. But sometimes in some cutscenes, it's like the focus strays from the characters and onto the background. Therefore, characters may look kind of oily, soapy. Well, they can look out of focus basically. But the game ran very smoothly. It didn't crash one time, and I really enjoyed that. Also, why did I do it? I did it because I got sick. I caught some kind of virus or something, I'm not really sure. I was really struggling with a fever the last week. I'm almost done with it. I'm almost healthy, so that's good. But the sickness gave me an opportunity, and I took it. What is good about the Yakuza Kiwami 2? Well, as I said before, the game looks very good. Of course, I compare it to Yakuza Kiwami 1 and Yakuza 0. If we compare it to the Yakuza 7 or Like a Dragon Yakuza, which I have played last autumn, it is pretty much the same in many regards, but as I said before, new mix-ups, tune-ups, they really make the game feel kind of neat. Although I have to mention that the physics of this engine, they remind me of the old Havoc engine, if you have played Dark Souls 1 or earlier flat out games, or Grand Theft Auto 4, for example, when everything becomes a sack of potatoes. It's like if you hit something, his muscles are instantly relaxing and he's just, flying around. And it could be really heavy or it could be like just a bunch of balloons flying anywhere. It's really weird, but sometimes it's kind of funny. The music in this game is mostly good, but I think maybe it is a Kiwami issue. I'm not really sure. Sometimes the choice of music in some cutscenes, it's really, it is really modern tracks, that are playing in a game that takes place in 2006, and it is really weird. I don't think they suit the mood of the scene well, but sometimes it's all right. Uh, and as I mentioned, the scenes, some of the scenes are really good. This is the earlier Yakuza game, so all of the story is it's mostly about the mood, not about overarching plot, and when you talk about the overarching plot, it is like you're watching a cheap TV drama. Everyone has a plot on top of plot. It is also, mad reveals. Anybody has to be someone's father, brother, like it is so convolutedly ridiculous. So, you just gotta expect that shit, this is how it was in the earlier Yakuza games. It was this way in Yakuza 1, it is in Yakuza 2, and from what I understand, it will be the same in Yakuza 3. And Kiwami 3 will come out very soon. I, of course, don't plan to play it because it is costly. I have catching up to do in other Yakuza games if I will be up to it in terms of mood, of course. But anyway, there are some cool scenes. If you take some scenes in a vacuum of the story, I think the characters in it become really charming. I really enjoyed that. And, the game, it really relies on its predecessor, like, ooh, do you remember this entirely forgettable 5 minute side story? Well, here's a sequel to it. And you're like, okay, how long does it take? 7 minutes? Alright, okay, I guess, I'll take you up on it. And some other stuff, it's like, they were trying to establish a respectable sequel, mood of the game. And they have tried. In some things, they have succeeded, I believe. Also, now, what is good about the game is also a cabaret club minigame. As Yakuza 2 was a direct and they have tried to be very, very faithful sequel to the Yakuza 1 in many, many, many ways. The same way is Yakuza Kiwami 2 is a sequel to Yakuza 0. Real, there's a lot of time you spend in Sotenbori. It is a district in the city of Osaka, Japan. It is, a lot of stuff happened in Yakuza 0 in that particular district. So the developers couldn't miss an opportunity to bring a lot of that stuff back in Yakuza Kiwami 2. And there was a lot of stuff that they have did, and it was mostly fan service. I think in some ways it was cheap, in some ways it was uninspired, but there were a few successes, like Cabaret Club minigame. In this game, there are two main mini games. Like there were in Yakuza Zero, there were Cabaret Club mini game, just like here, and I believe it was like battle royale of the realty. You know, it was like real estate battle royale. Yeah, you will become a manager and you will buy property, etc., etc. Well, the sequel to the latter minigame came into the Yakuza 7, and I think it wasn't really great. It was alright though. But here it is pretty much a rehash. There is pretty much nothing new except a couple of tweaks here and there. The story itself is slightly shorter, but in some ways better. I think this mini game was improved mostly, and I have enjoyed it. I think it was the highlight of the fun of this game for me. I'm glad that it was added. It was a really good job. It was one of these things that hereditary things from Yakuza Zero that were somewhat successful. And of course, what is good is silliness of story overall. As I mentioned before earlier, Yakuza series really remind you of cheap TV dramas, and that is what you get here. Where will you play a game where you are an ex-convict, ex-prisoner, ex-yakuza even. You just, kick the asses of everyone in town, and you conquer a castle that is hidden within a castle. Imagine, having a castle like within a Russian doll castle, but it only opens into the sides, not from top to bottom. And there you have a lot of ninjas, a lot of samurais. You even get to shoot a minigun at them, and you have a boss fight when you fight hand to hand, I believe. Hand to hand to two tigers at once. It is so silly, and it is really fun. I just can't hate it for it. It is so ridiculously funny, and I enjoyed it. I think that was the essence of the game for me, in terms of story missions. There are there are several characters like the villain of the week. They're introduced once, reminded of second time, and the third time. When they appear, they're like, well, according to Kotaku, it's absurd. But, it's really funny. I'm glad when I played that, I was glad that I have bought the game. That was very good. But that was about was that was that was what I meant about the game being good. Now we're done with it. What bad about this game? Where did it fall off? Oh boy. When I reached the ending of the game, I had a flashback. You know, some people say that they want to completely forget the game so they could experience it once again with a fresh outlook and enjoy it even more. Well, it kind of happened to me here. When I have played through the ending section of the game, I have reminded myself that I have seen those scenes. And it wasn't that I have played other Yakuza games and they, play out the same tropes, kind of, no, it's completely not like that. I, believe it or not, 10 or a little bit more years ago, late at night, I believe it, I have looked at the compilation of the cutscenes to the Yakuza 2, PS2 version of Yakuza 2, mind you. I have looked at them drunk late night, like the movie. And then it all hit me like, oh shit, yes, I did that. And back then, I didn't think much of it, but in some things, I was like, yeah, I think I would really enjoy this game. I really wish to play this game for a while, and when I actually got to do that, I was very happy. Even though Yakuza 3, I mean PS3 version of Yakuza 3, left me really unsatisfied when I tried it. Anyway, uh, from that point on, I was thinking, right, if I was given a privilege to see this game as it is, now we will look at through the most, pristine and true outlook that I could give to the game, right? I was given that an opportunity and I couldn't squander it. So I've played all throughout of it, and it was ridiculous, but not in a good sense. As I praised the silliness of the story previously, in the same sentence, I have to, think that it is ridiculous. When one character, in a span of 10 minutes, is angry, then it is happy, it mourns, and it is horny in a span of 10 minutes. Oh god, oh god, it was so stupid. And, like a villain coming from the other villain, coming from the other villain, coming from the other villain, and each one saying that it was all according to Kotaku, like, my machination late fruition. It was so ridiculous, and it was, it was stupid. Sometimes the game, it doesn't try to be, uh, cheap but fun. Sometimes it trying to be cheap but poetic or smart. And cheap and smart doesn't always, come together well. Um, you have to be very, very creative, both in terms of script and overall narrative. Script of the scene, I mean, to make, something work. And the Ryuji Goda, one of the main antagonists of the game, it is plastered all over, the box art and everything. It is a fan favorite character, and in some ways I can see why. I think it is he is severely underused in this game, and he doesn't deserve to be on the box art. I believe it is weird. It is really weird, but the story, the ending of the story was really annoying to me. I have, I was really mad about it. Anyway, what is also bad about the game? As I said before, the story about the game is ridiculous. But, but, it is also a direct sequel to Yakuza 1. So there are some things that are, included in overarching plot from the Yakuza 1. And that what makes the whole journey more, complete, more compelling. And the developers of Kiwami 2, they have also included Majima Saga side story. It's a three-chapter, in amount of content. You play as the Majima, fan favorite character again. He was also one of the protagonists in Yakuza 0, yada yada. And it was horrible. It was so bad. The stories, the characters, they all sound so dumb. I wish, I deeply wish that RGG Studios would retcon this whole sequence from the continuity, because it makes several of the characters really retarded. It makes them feel like they're not characters, they are props in a stage of, some DLC bullshit. I don't even know. I understand their purpose, but there was so little, effort put into it. The whole way that you play with Majima is, of course, there is no side stories. There is less mini games, but there are some. And there is no character progression. You get some kind of mini optional mini bosses all over the map, and the game taunts you with them, but they give you nothing, and they're kind of boring. The moveset of Majima is taken from his Mad Dog of Shimano, a fight style from Yakuza 0, but with a little bit of a quirk that is not good. It is really bad. In terms of gameplay, it's bad. In terms of story, it's horrendous. The only thing that deserves a little bit of attention is his Yakuza 0 kind of moments with Makoto. If you're a fan of Yakuza 0, you can look them up on YouTube, but I really implore you not to play this shit. It made me really annoyed, even though it is not long. It is about 90 minutes worth of content, but I still felt like someone shat in my mouth. Also, talking about Goro Majima, fan favorite character, and deservedly so, I might add. They have added another mini game, and I mean main mini game, like Cabaret Club, which I really enjoyed. They have added Majima Constructions clan creator mini game, and as I understand correctly, Clan Creator minigame was created for Yakuza 6, and it was rehashed for this game. But just as I have started playing it, I was starting to get really, really, really nasty vibes. I'm seeing that there are a lot of characters that have pretty much no exposition, but they have style, and the game really likes to jerk their cocks. And when they are present, these minor antagonists in the story, I mean, it's suddenly that the most charismatic character of Yakuza series is Majima, and Kiryu, of course. They become really silent and dumb. And they're, like a flash. I got, a reminder of certain movie or more a cartoon. Have any one of you seen such a little 3D cartoon called Surf's Up? Maybe you did. But have you seen Surf's Up too? Not many of you did. But there is a Surf's Up 2. Surf's Up 2 is basically a wrestling WWE. I'm not sure which federation it is because there are several of them. It's basically a spin-off with a promotion of wrestling stars like John Cena and how is that graveyard guy? I don't remember, but he's I kind of liked him. But anyway, and I understand that yes, it is basically it. It is the wrestling scene of Japan. Fan favorite wrestlers from Japan, and their local federation has become partners in the story of this mini game, and it sucks. It sucks. It was bad, but it was bad not because of a story, but because it assumes you know these characters and you care about them when you're really not. And, this being a promotion of big burly guys fighting legends, allegedly, of course, that it never gives them an opportunity to be, you know, to have some certain flaws, uh, to be, bad, not in terms of evil, but to be put in unfavorable to their, commercial image position. It is so bad. Uh, it was really annoying. The mini game itself, in terms of content, wasn't great either. When you get to the certain portion of the game, it happens earlier, I might add. When you get to the certain portion of the game just floods you with DLC content. I don't even believe purchasing it for my original Kiwami 2. Maybe it came with new Kiwami 2 that released last autumn. That's why I get it, but still, it's a lot. It's a lot. And it can make the game much more trivial, but thankfully for me, and some Yakuza series purists will hate me for it. It gave a lot of characters for this mini game in the quality that is even better than what you can procure via playing this mini game. So you just get best possible lineup of characters just straight up, and you can stroll through the whole campaign unimpeded. uh, it's That's the only good part about it, that I was given an option not to care about it much, but still took some time. It took about 4 to 5 hours, and I kind of speed ran it. And yeah, there were some, side story like scenes where you hang out with these wrestlers, a couple of them to be exact. Maybe I have missed some, I don't care. But even those scenes weren't really great. I believe for the fans of the wrestling scene in Japan, they were amazing, but for me, they were like, eh. As I said before, when all of these characters happen to be in the same room with Kiryu and Majima, Kiryu and Majima just, they're like, okay, let's put our charisma somewhere else. we can't outshine them. No way. That was really bad, and I hated it. I almost dread what I will get in the clan creator in Yakuza 6 because that's the next game that I intend to play. I have bought it yesterday, but I won't play it until I will finish the next game. Anyway, that's what is bad about Yakuza 6. That is what definitely is bad. There are some other things that are a mixed bag, that aren't particularly bad but not great. Maybe maybe it is to your preference, maybe it is not. First of all, fighting mechanics. They really are bad when you start the game. You don't have much of a pool of moves. You don't have much tools to deal with, the things that you encounter. But as you level up, you become better, better, and better, and better, and better. The game becomes much more fun when you are a developed character, and that is weird. It's like you have to complete the game and then you must have fun, not when you play the game naturally. Uh, I don't know if it was a conscious decision on developers' part or not, but still, it was weird. When the game went into the later part of it, I kind of liked fighting, but earlier it was not good. Uh, what considering the side stories, the side stories, the main meat of the game, what all of us play for. There's a lot of them. Actually, I have always intended to play main missions of the game only after I complete all of the side stories on the map. And somehow, just as the next bunch of main story missions end, they drop a lot of new side stories, and it was good. Some of them were very cool. Some of them were included into the main story, not in terms of relevance of their segments, but in terms of necessity of completion of them. And it shows, but it was all right. It was kind of cool. But other stories, they were very bland. They were very fast. Like you meet someone, you kick his ass, and like, oh, you showed me my way, or oh, thank you for saving me, and that is it. That is the whole side story. What the hell? I don't know, but there are some good ones. There are some very nice ones. Um, Also, very late into the game, you get to meet Haruka again. Now, the girl that you have spent the better part of the Yakuza 1 traveling with and experiencing story with. Well, thing with Haruka is that the developers really like to kick you in the balls. uh, and put their hands into your gut and take out your heart and put it right into front of your face, like, does it hurt, does it hurt? What I mean is, uh, very late into the game, there is a section when you have a little bit of free time and you're stuck in Sotenbori with Haruka. And what happens is you kind of promise to spend time with Haruka. And even though there are a couple of necessary side stories, I might add, there are also a lot of additional content. And while you walk around the town, and it is so nice, she just holds your hand and looks at you with that look. It is so charming. She has a little bit of, their all her wants and caprices, and she truly is a curious child in terms of spirit, because she really likes to eat. And basically, what you end up doing is she says that she wants to hang out somewhere, then you come there. She comes to the front of the respective store, and she tells what exactly she wants from the menu. Then you buy it to her, and then you see the dreaded truth that the meter of love expands. And then you understand that she doesn't love Kiryu. She kinda likes him. And the more you feed her, the more you spend time with her, and you fulfill her wants. That way she likes you, and it is so stupid, especially this late into the game. Oh my god, it was so stupid when she says, "Oh, I bet Uncle Kiryu can have a perfect run at this golf mini game," and then willing to treat your niece right, you end up spending the next 2 hours trying this fucking golf mini game. So she would, put her leg like, oh, thanks a bunch. And that's pretty much it. You get a little bit on that bar and you go just to the next cafe or something. And sometimes her requests are annoying. The one on the fighting game I didn't like, but thankfully it wasn't too hard. I was done with it pretty fast. And then, when this section repeats itself, but only in Kamurocho, she also remembers that during the last game, she really enjoyed gambling, and now it is her primary hobby. And she tells you, "Oh, Kiryu-san, remember that underground casino with many hookers on top of the underground river? No one that is supposed to be in. That is secret, and I am a child that is not supposed to be there. I bet you can win 1,000 chips in the poker game there." What the fuck? That's so stupid. It was so stupid, especially since you cannot bet custom amounts of chips in the poker table. Therefore, you're not allowed to cheese it, because my plan was, since I had an overabundance of money because of the cabaret club game. I have to mention that also that cabaret club mini game really wrecks the local economy. I don't know if the developers just gave up on it or anything, but still, if you play it, you don't have to worry about money anymore in the game again. I just bought everything, every shop that I have been in. I just bought full amount of everything. Not, of course, not mentioning equipment, because who even tries to do something about their equipment? Come on, this is not the game about equipment. Anyway, You can't bet custom amount of chips, therefore you have to bet and raise only by 10 and 20 and 20 20 20 20 20 at best. At best, I once uh, won one single, draw of cards, one single round that I won. uh, I won about 400 chips, and it was at the best of it. And of course, I'm not mentioning how many chips I lost in the process. Therefore, I have played about 2 to 3 hours. I have lost many chips because I was annoyed. Because of course, I could have played more conservatively, but I thought about maybe I could, get lucky and win by, getting these lucky cards twice or thrice in a row, and fulfilling the request fastly because I had an overabundance of money, and I could always recoup. Nah, nah. So I got annoyed, and I said, "Fuck you, you little brat. You don't deserve that attention." So anyway, that's how my gambling streak in this game ended. Anyway, what do we have in this game? No, in Yakuza 2. Yakuza 2, the original one, PS2 title, tried to be most direct and faithful sequel to the Yakuza 1 at the time, and it really succeeded in that. It took everything that fans liked about Yakuza 1 and expanded on it. It gave it a new town, much more characters. The already existing characters got their time in the spotlight. There was drama. There was everything, But Kiwami 2, the modern release of the game, really enjoys being sequel to Yakuza 0 also. And therefore, this whole game, Yakuza Kiwami 2, is also, it is sequel to both Yakuza 0 and 1, but in very different things. Therefore, the game has a lot of mood swings in the game. It can be overly dramatic and serious in one scene, and overly stupid and fun in the other. And I think it sometimes isn't done in a very uh, successful way. That there I said it, because Yakuza 0 also had dramatic moments and serious moments and fun moments. It could really be very fun and very serious at the same time. Here, the mix isn't perfect, I believe, and this drive to become a sequel to Yakuza 0 also brings a lot of bad things into the game. But still, I have very much enjoyed myself. The game ended up being longer that I was thinking that it would be. According to Steam, I have spent about 30 hours in Kiwami 1. I thought this game would be pretty much the same, but it ended up being 45 hours for me, even though I have AFK'd in it for like 3 hours at least. So, yeah, it was bigger. And from what I can understand, it is even bigger than Yakuza 6. So I say thankfully, because on one hand, I am glad that for the price of a game I get a lot, but on the other hand, I don't want to overstay my welcome in this game. Everything gets old. You have to play uh, every game, for a set amount of time. You don't have to. Um, oh, you understand what I mean. I don't have to explain myself to you. You have to mix and match games. You have to have different experience, read different books, watch different movies, spend your time with different people to have a really fulfilling life. And in terms of gaming, it is the same. That's what I believe. If you love, numbers in your ranking of the game, the game was good overall. It has some high highs, not a lot of high highs, but some high highs. There were some moderate highs, and there were some lows as well. Anyway, the game was good overall, and I think it is, and I want to be, charitable about that. It is an 8 out of 10 experience. It is not perfect, not the best Yakuza game, of course. Of course, it's not the best. I think Yakuza 7 was better. I think Yakuza 0 was better. But it is much better than Yakuza Kiwami 1, that is for sure. And if you have played Yakuza games before and you wish to come back, that is one of the better sequels. That's what I believe. Well, that's pretty much it. Right now, I am playing what I really wished I was playing instead of Metaphor. That is, of course, Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. I'm exploring the game, and I wish that it would be fun. So far, I have played about only an hour in. It's not much. I have played it way back in the day on PS2 emulator, but still, I'm kind of remembering it and trying it out anew. Uh, it is an interesting game. Interesting game, very stylish game, very beautiful game. I hope it will end up being fun. But for now, that is all. Thank you for your time, and I hope you will not get sick like I did. And make sure to have fun. That is what gaming is, about. Uh, Yakuza 2 was very fun, especially after the disaster that Metaphor was. Alright, see you.